German recording star who's hit superstar is mostly because we never thought of it. We're so busy watching the Russians and their defense system and their missiles and competing with them. We never think of their possibility they might have humor and wit over there. Well, this man is a writer who emigrated from Russia 3 years ago. He's written articles for magazines here in the States, the Los Angeles Times to be explicit. Now he's coming out with a book called Forbidden Laughter. It's a collection of stories and jokes accenting the underground verbal humor of the Russian people. He's probably in this country because of a joke he did over there. But it's true, I think. I know you'll enjoy meeting him. Russian author Emil Draitser, who immigrated from the Soviet Union 3 years ago, which is something I didn't know you could do.
I didn't either.
Oh, do we immigrate there?
I don't think so.
I don't either. Besides their May Day parades and the occasional invasion, we see very little of the Russian sense of humor. This is his book called Forbidden Laughter. And my next guest has distilled the underground with the Russian people, and would you welcome him now to our show? Emil Draitser. I didn't realize that you can get out, if you wish, in Russia.
Well, let me put it this way.
Okay.
For all my life, my lifetime, I was just felt myself as second-class citizen since I'm a Jew. But in course of several years, it was allowed to immigrate only for Jews. All of a sudden, I got the privilege. So, and nowadays there are Russians who are looking for opportunities to marry a Jew in order to get out of country.
I see.
And the government themselves, they knew about it, about the self-marriages, marriages, and they installed a law. From the marriage or a marriage, it should be a child. Then you're really man, husband and wife, you can go out of the country. So these kinds of people started to look for false children.
Like what? False?
False, funny children. I mean, to show that this is my child, this is my wife. And
you're a rented kid.
Yeah. It's quite a problem. I mean, and quite a...
Did you ever do a bad joke over there that they didn't appreciate?
Yes. Well, unwittingly, I wrote a satirical column for Russian bestseller magazine, Crocodile. Satirical magazine.
That's the name of their big magazine?
Yes,
Crocodile.
the biggest, around 5-6 million copies of this magazine. So Russians are really looking for humor.
Mm-hmm.
And I published a story, a satirical column about a play which was very dull and, bad. But it turned out from the moment when I wrote this column and to the moment when it was published, this playwright became a high party official, and I was deprived of being published in Russia for 2 years.
Oh. Now you can do all the jokes you want about the small bureaucrats,
right?
But you can't do anything about the biggies.
No, only in underground a Russian joke about Brezhnev, about the Central Committee, and all this kind of stuff.
Do we have some cartoons on this?
Yes,
we could show. Let's punch those up and we'll show you our cartoons, typical cartoons.
From Crocodile.
Now what is that?
This is the quality control inspector who says, no, I don't see any defect in this detail, since he's bribed by vodka.
Aha. Life for him is everything through the bottle of vodka.
I think I'd like to go to.
Show us another one. Oh, I know that problem. Well, they laughed at their own problems.
Oh, of course.
Ralph Nader would go crazy over that.
Absolutely. This is the quality of Russian housing. This is a brand new building, and when his son sings serenade, she comes out to the balcony and balcony falls.
Next one.
Yeah, and this is, he commits, suicide, this suicide if you want to. This is the color of the crocodile, of the same
What's he
necklace.
holding to his head there?
A bottle of vodka.
Bottle of
And a piece of fish in his mouth.
Oh, I thought that was just a color.
Most of us have an idea that Russians are humorless, without humor.
No, it's absolutely. First of all, there is, of course, some culture habit not to smile in public. I was amazed first in the United States why everybody is smiling. I mean,
Because they don't read the paper. What he said about Alan King said about Mr. Carter. Why does he laugh all the time? Doesn't he read the paper?
yeah,
We do smile a lot here.
Oh yeah.
But you're not allowed. You don't really. You shouldn't do that in public in Russia.
What not shouldn't do? It's nothing to laugh about, you know.
But you laugh.
Nothing to laugh about.
I mean, with an American joke, he laughed at.
Oh yeah, Mark Twain is widely popular in Russia. You can find his stories translated.
Yeah, but he's not a big laugh getter here.
I can't help, but he's still in a classical.
And who who would you consider a great comedy writer among the great playwrights of Russia?
Russia. Chekhov, probably was surprising that Chekhov, in the first half of his career, he was a writer, comedy writer. And he was, nowadays, he's more popular in Russia with average Russian, with his comic stories.
Emil, do the Russian people know anything about us? And our lifestyle and...
Not into details, of course. They don't know, for example, about McDonald's.
They don't know that.
And I know there's a lot of jokes in America about McDonald's, about junk food. Listen, put any Russian in McDonald's, it will be paradise.
Oh, yeah. I wouldn't say McDonald's really is junk food. It's fast food.
Yeah, it's fast and it's still junk.
People go crazy.
I like it too. It's, you know, every time my memory brings me back to Russia, and I just think, my people see me in clean place and fast, you know, in good food to eat.
Yeah. What do they envy the most, though? From what they know, what do they envy about American citizens?
Well, actually, it's such a degree of envy, there is no envy at all. You know what I mean? Because it's so different.
You don't have anything there.
Admiration to a country with such a, you know, living with such a freedom, etc.
What about consumer products?
Consumer products.
Do you have any consumer products in Russia?
Well, we have plenty, but it's always whatever you think of, there is a shortage of these things. And
so then you don't have plenty of them.
Well, we have a representative of the item, but we don't have an abundance of them.
In other words, if you saw a certain television set in a store window, you couldn't go in and buy that?
With television sets, there is no shortage of this because this is considered to be a propaganda item.
Oh,
so it's better to sell it to the people so they can watch television and see like 6-hour-long speech of Brezhnev.
Oh my God. How many channels do you have? Can't you turn them off?
Well, in Russia, let's say, in Moscow, we have 4 channels. And there is even a joke in underground humor about the television. In Moscow, certain Russian comes to his home, turns on television, and sees Brezhnev who speaks at the Supreme Soviet. And, well, he turns to channel 2, it's again Brezhnev. Channel 3, again Brezhnev. Then he turns to channel 4. Then he sees KGB man who says, you better turn back to Brezhnev.
Emil Draitser.